Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of the most talented people, some of my favourite people, and some of the world's biggest stars. We've got one for you today. Lucy Kay, how are you?
Hello, I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm delicious, and so are you. You've got the voice of an angel, you've got the looks, you've got everything, haven't you, really?
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Would you ever be tempted by the larger man with ginger hair and not much downstairs? I think we could make a go of it, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, let's just do it. Let's cause some, let's make the papers write about us. Let's do it.
Oh, can you imagine that, though, in OK Magazine at the wedding? You don't want to be stood next to a ginger, do you, at the altar? Let's face it.
Oh, my boyfriend's got a ginger beard.
Oh, no. Now, explain this to me. You're a lady, that's right, isn't it?
I am a lady.
Yeah, I thought so. Now, explain to me, beards and men, and these new big sort of country-style ones that they're all doing, that can't be attractive, can it?
Oh, I'm so attracted to that, yes.
Really?
Yeah, well, my boyfriend's had a beard for a good 2 years now. Has been a big beard. I wouldn't say it's overly massive, where it's literally the size of another head. It's suitably trimmed, and I do love a good beard. Look, some people don't like beards, though. They're unclean, but I really love it.
When did you start going for the Wurzel Gummidge look? I mean, when did this become a thing for you?
I'm not sure.
The current Mrs. Belfield, by the way, I tried a beard once, but she told me to get rid of it. She said it chafed on the inner thigh. I don't know what she meant by that. But...
Oh, gosh. Well, I like that.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that answer.
No, but you weren't.
Hey, listen, Lucy, firstly, congratulations on being you. There are so few people on Britain's Got Talent with talent. There are so few people on X Factor with talent, but you sort of buck the trend. You're a proper singer with proper training and proper ability. Congratulations on that.
I thank you.
I was just in the car listening to your album, and the test for me is whether I keep pressing next because I'm bored, and I didn't. I mean, this is a proper album, well made, with some of the most beautiful tunes in history, isn't it, really?
Oh, that's very nice of you to say so. Yeah, I mean, I put my heart and soul into this, and we chose every track carefully because, I believe that this album is kind of like a night at the opera, if you will. It's also some of the world's most famous arias that have been put in there. There are a couple of songs as well, like Piezu and Nella Fantasia. I believe it's an emotional journey. It has your like this one, Habanera, which is pretty seductive and very smoochy.
Yes.
And then we have Nessun, Dorma, which is very powerful and Pavarotti, and Mio Babbino Caro, which is emotional and very tragic.
And of course, track 15, I Love You With Your Beard, is one of the most beautiful arias I've ever heard.
Oh, yes, that's my favourite as well. Oh. Yeah, that was my favourite on the track.
You've got such a pure voice. Is that taught or is that just God-given?
When I first went for singing lessons with a lady called Suku, she said at the age when I was 7, her voice is too big for me to handle.
Wow.
She needs to be passed on to someone else. So, I wasn't sure what that meant at that age, but...
No, I've never had anybody tell me that anything of mine is too big to handle in my life. That's quite different, isn't it?
That's a shame.
It is, really.
Tell you that.
It's disappointing.
I love it. But yeah, so I think it is... Obviously, I've had a lot of training to help me secure the voice properly and nurture it. But I think I did start off with a pretty good classical voice at the beginning. So I would say a God-given gift with a lot of training as well. So yeah, a bit of both.
You were born there in Leicester. I'm in Nottingham right now, and you moved to Sutton in Ashfield, didn't you, at a very early age?
Yeah.
What a dump that place is.
Well, I don't know what my mum's thoughts were at that point when she was like, I'm gonna better our lives from moving from Leicester to Sutton in Ashfield.
I mean, there was Barbados, there was Cannes, there was Paris, Milan, Sutton in Ashfield.
Nice one, Mum.
Good people, though, I will say that. Nice people.
Absolutely. I mean, I went through my tough times, but, I believe that everyone does, and some more so than others. But my classical singing wasn't the norm for Sutton in Ashfield, I don't think, and that's a shame. So that's why I, had quite a bit of abuse and physical abuse thrown my way. But it was for my love and passion of singing that I kept going, and why I, spoke out on Britain's Got Talent.
I was really interested to read this stuff, and joking aside, I mean, as a fat kid, I was nearly 18 stone at one point. I've been on the Atkins since, so I'm doing all right now. You know, don't need any sympathy. But when I read your story, to see someone as beautiful as you and to hear that your life was not perfect is shocking, really. You can't imagine people would be so mean as to bully you for being talented and brilliant. That just to me seems unthinkable.
I think it was a mix of the area I was in, and it was chavtastic, I would say. It was brilliant. But and I think that's why I've changed my look. I want to be very different, and and also, I kind of think it was a lot of jealousy as well, and sometimes people just don't like the change. They don't like things that are not the norm.
Right.
And everyone loved, going out drinking, being with their boyfriends, listening to techno music, Burberry. It was all the rage, and I was not. I steered clear of that because it just wasn't me. But no one really liked that. They just thought I was a bit weird.
Do you know what's tragic, though, in life is the more creative and brilliant you are, the more people seem to pick on you, and that's a shame. I wonder how many people have slipped through the net who have given in to that bullying and given up on their passion because of it. It's worrying, isn't it?
Well, they will do, and that's why I decided to speak out, because, you can't stay silent. I mean, I stayed silent for so many years, and it was only until I moved to Glasgow to study music that I actually, decided to speak out about it, and because why be a sheep and follow everyone else? Everyone's unique, and why they shouldn't be allowed to be creative is beyond me.
Yeah, it does concern me. I mean, again, when I look at programs like Towie, that we're aspiring to stupidity, Joey Essex is the new barometer of cool, really concerns me, because actually being thick is nothing to be applauded for, is it?
Well, no. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that do get bullied or do believe that this is the way they need to go, be like people like on ethics. Because it's cool or whatever, and they need an education, and this is why I support a lot of charities like the Diana Award, which is it specifies in the whole, children are our future. They are the next generation, and they need an education to get their jobs and for their ideas. And this is how technology, the world revolves. People who think and use their brains, and these people that actually look to the Only Way is Essex and things like that and go, I want to be like that when I have loads of money, and probably, don't get the right career that they probably really, really want. Sad.
Here's an honest question. I mean, I was bullied for not having much downstairs, if you know what I'm saying, and a rusty roof. But you also end up with a damp basement, by the way, Lucy. I don't want to draw any pictures. But here's an honest question. Are girls worse at bullying girls than guys are at bullying guys? Somehow it seems more vindictive.
Oh, God, yeah. Girls love a little bitch fight, don't they? And they love to do, gossip and bitch. And you guys will just punch the crap out of each other. Right. But yeah, they will do that. And that's how guys really, sort it out. In the most kind of, girls, they're very much very vindictive.
Was it the mental stuff that was worse than the physical?
Yeah, because you felt so alone, and no one would, sit with you, or because they didn't want to be associated with the girl that was getting bullied, so they didn't want to get bullied in turn. But no, I was always terrified of getting beat up, and I was plenty of times, I had my fair share, and that was really terrifying as well. And now it's made me stronger, because I do self-defense classes at Muay Thai kickboxing. So I'm a big fan of the UFC. So and I do that for self-defense, because if anyone tries it on me, I will warn them, and then if they try anything,
and then you'll kick the crap out of them.
Yeah, and then just making up for lost time at school.
How did you manage to find this inner confidence to come out the other side then? What do you think it was? Was it family? Was it watching Oprah Winfrey? What made you be the bigger person and come out of this on top?
It's definitely my singing. It was definitely the passion that gave me, and the fact that it took me away to a place that was a lot happier than what I was receiving back home. And also, I believed a lot of it was just they're so jealous. And, even if they go, oh, we're not jealous, you're just this and that, it is jealousy at the end of the day. If people don't like what you do or don't like you, shut up. Don't say anything. Stop just being nasty for the sake of it. It's awful. And so, I mean, don't get me started, because now, like, I've completely changed, and I don't condone it at all. And I think people, you know, girls and boys can be vindictive and awful. It is a part of growing up. It's sad, but it does happen, and it will happen to most people.
And I'll tell you what's worse now. I mean, you're 25, is that right?
I am.
I'm 34. In my day, as bad as it got, at least it didn't end up on Facebook. I mean, what worries me now is that so much of this stuff is taken on film and pictures and will remain live in the public domain forever. It's going to haunt you forever.
Exactly, it's awful, and that's why a lot of children and teenagers have committed suicide, sadly enough. The things get so bad, and because it goes on the internet, and cyberbullying is the worst,
Yeah.
it's absolutely disgusting and disgraceful, which is why I'm part of these, you know, anti-bullying probes. This is to go into schools and make it a safer environment for children, and adults as well. I mean, we all need help from time to time to deal with these demons and whatever we have going on. We're there to talk to them, to speak to them, and help them, because staying silent is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, hear to that. I mean, if you'd like to come round, I'm free about 3 o'clock if you want to teach me some personal self-defense classes. We could do a bit of wrestling or something like that.
I'll get you in the choke.
What do you think? Yes, is that a euphemism? You know, when I look at your picture now, I mean, you are stunning. Do you view yourself as that? Are you now able to accept that you are exceptionally talented and also beautiful at the same time?
It's all makeup. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Listen, love, I could put makeup on, but you can't polish this turd. You're fooling no one.
No, it's I do look at I'm looking at it right now. I have it in front of me. Not self-obsessed at all. No, I do look at it and I go, oh, I've got a bit of a wonky bit there, or
which particular bit is wonky? I've got the picture as well. I've had mine laminated, by the way, Lucy. Which bit's wonky? I'm looking.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't really like my eyes, lips, you know. But, anyway, we can be so self-critical, can't we? But no, you know what? I recently did an interview for OK Magazine, and I said, you know, I have cellulite. I am womanly. I have curves. I have bits I don't like. I have a bottom that needs toning up a little bit more than it is. And I've got big thunder thighs, but I don't care. That's what we are as women. We are the ones that have children, so we have the...
I've got an image now.
You can't get away with it. No.
I mean, you might look like an angel, but I've got Nori Batty now suddenly in my head. I don't know why.
Good. Always have that in your mind.
When I lost me 18 stone, by the way, I used Slimmit cream. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's marvellous. Go to Boots and ask for Slimmit cream. What you do, you see, this Slimmit cream, you rub it on your stomach and it shrinks everything. And I thought that was a good idea, but I thought, no, it might drip. And so I stopped using it, Lucy. When you're going on tour, I need to come and see you.
Yes, please do. We'll have a whale of a time.
I think so. We should do a duet.
We could.
We could be the new Rennie and Renata.
Oh my goodness, let's get that sorted. So I'm on tour from January the 27th to the 9th of March.
Very good.
Next year, yeah. So that's with Calabro. They were the winners of Britain's Got Talent, and they have so very kindly asked me to be their special guest on their tour.
Well, they're lucky to have you, trust me. This album is called Fantasia. It's gorgeous. It's well made. It's got a beautiful orchestra behind you. You've got Nessun Dorma on there. Mio Babbino Caro, which is probably the greatest tune ever written for a voice like yours, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. It is stunning to sing. I love singing it, yeah. So that's why I put it on the album.
And I do like that Pie Jesus near the end. That's a good one as well.
Pie Jesus. Oh, gotta love a bit of Pie Jesus. Yeah.
Well, that's how they'd say it in Sutton in Ashfield, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We're returning to my roots.
And of course, the big number at the end, Nella Fantasia, has got to be one of the greatest songs ever. Lucy Kay has got the voice. Stunningly brilliant. And thank you very much for what a wonderful chat. It was nice having somebody who actually says something and has got a personality and a sense of humour. So rare. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. It was lovely talking to you too. Hysterical.
Go to the website. Lucy Kay, she's going to be on tour with Calabro, and a new album, Fantasia, is out now. Thank you very much.